Let's go.
Go.
Damn, that's cool.
Look at this. This is amazing.
全新系列酷旅店带你走入世界各地与众不同、无与伦比的酷旅店。
Whoa. This is all for me. 有自己的海滩，这不是天堂是什么？
不管是睡在零下4摄氏度的冰床上，入住悬挂在半空中的树屋，还是和动物共眠。
You do have a little roommate.
袋鼠啊，就在外面。Beautiful day. Let's head out.
Welcome to your Regal Suite.
Wow.
我们的明星主持人将一一入住这些酷到极点的旅店。
我很像只小鸟，等着鸟妈妈来喂我吃饭。
在体验这些独特旅店的精彩之余，我们的主持人也会走入旅店不对外开放的幕后运作。
This is a hard work. We have a big forest to maintain, right?
Yes.
亲身领略旅店经营的独家秘诀。
他们主要要把雪弄得越来越硬，才能够就是维持能够比较耐一点。酷旅店 ，Woohoo！
首先上阵的是主持人 Alan 吴震天。
你看这个景色有多美啊！哈，
这家源于一个爱情故事，却因美食美酒火爆澳大利亚的豪华乡村旅店，究竟有什么独特的魅力，让旅客纷纷慕名而来呢？
Wow, it's beautiful. What a sight to see! 如果我要用一个字来形容，就一定是爽。
澳大利亚，世界上面积最大的岛屿，也是面积最小的州。在这个幅员辽阔的国家，多样风情及摄人心魄的迷人景色，让澳大利亚成为许多旅客心仪的旅游目的地。
终于到了澳大利亚的墨尔本，现在我们在路上前往一个小镇，叫做戴尔斯福德 （Daylesford），离墨尔本差不多90分钟的车程。
距离墨尔本112公里，戴尔斯福德位于墨尔本的西北部，是澳大利亚最大的天然矿泉聚集地，也是著名的水疗之乡。自19世纪70年代以来，观光客就慕名而来，享受富含矿物质的温泉以及这里别致的丘陵风光。如今，这个受欢迎的世外桃源更是成了区域的美食圣地。这个荣耀必须归功于这家坐落在戴尔斯福德湖边的豪华旅店 Lake House。这里就是 Alan 这一集要拜访的酷旅店。
终于来到 Lake House， 现在我要前往酒店前台。餐厅 SPA， 酒店前台在左边。
有如田园诗般迷人的戴尔斯福德湖畔 ，Lake House 是澳大利亚获奖最多的目的地之一，也是公认为澳大利亚国内最好的度假胜地之一。33间独特设计的客房和套房，坐落在占地6英亩的乡村花园内。最贵的房间，一晚的房价高达新币2000元，也就是 Alan 即将入住的私人别墅，羡慕吧？
So this is you for the weekend, you little oasis. Come on in.
Wow, look at this room. It's really big, but it's also still very homey, very cozy.
It is, yes. And you can sit out there and watch the beautiful
Nice little
views.
deck. 你看这个景色有多美啊！哈，哇，好浪漫。可惜我是一个人单身来的。
哎，外面有诗情画意的大自然，里面有温暖的室内设计格局。Alan， 就算是你自己一个人，也不会感到寂寞的啦。每间套房和别墅拥有截然不同的装饰和风格，分别带有私人花园或专属阳台，让下榻的住客能够徜徉在大自然之中。
欢迎光临。哇，你看这个景色这么美，游泳池，还有这个湖可以看到。
旅店还精心为你准备了一杯招牌鸡尾酒，欢迎你入住。难怪吴震天，你都爽到合不拢嘴了。这 这家备受赞誉的旅店由著名厨师 Ella Wolf Tasker 和她的艺术家丈夫亲手建设和经营。
Hello.
Hello.
I am looking for the Miss Ella Wolf Tasker. That must be you.
Well, it is me. Hello. Welcome to Lake House.
在开始迎接第一批住客前 ，Lake House 最初是一家美食餐厅。
What made you and your husband decide to build a lake house?
Well, Australia was a different place then. Not very much good food, actually, out in the regions. If you wanted to eat well, you went into the city, and even then it was not very sophisticated. But I had come back from France full of inspiration from the country restaurants. It's centuries old food culture there, so people understood the source of their produce, they were proud of their produce, and I got this fixation that I wanted to come back to Australia and emulate those.
Ella 可说是澳大利亚烹饪界的开拓者。她在餐厅开幕以来就坚持使用当地的应季食材来烹饪，因而让餐厅一炮而红。如今，这家获得无数国内国际餐饮奖项，并有着2个厨师帽殊荣的餐厅，为食客提供一道道洋溢着本土风味的现代澳大利亚料理。现在的 Lake House 从一间餐厅已经扩展到拥有客房、屡获殊荣的酒窖、水疗中心、无边泳池等设备的奢华旅馆，每年可吸引多达16000名旅客前来体验它的独特魅力。如今 ，Ella 的独生女 Larissa 和她的丈夫 Robin 也加入这门家族生意。
The property's changed enormously in close to 40 years, but the vision has always remained very true, and that was always around creating a sense of place and an exceptional, I suppose, expression of hospitality. That idea that you can only really get this sort of experience in Daylesford at Lake House or at Dairy Flat Lodge.
不过，吴正天在大自然中体验着奢华的享受之外，最主要的目的也是加入这里125人的工作团队，了解这家旅店是如何为住客打造难忘的入住体验。所以，他的第一份工作就是跟着房务主任 Chichi 一起为即将入住的旅客准备好他们的湖畔套房。
Housekeeping. Hello.
Let's get to work. Roll up the sleeves.
虽然周围看似宁静，但这可是旅店最忙碌的季节。每天轮值的6位房务人员都背负着沉重的压力，必须在短短几个小时内把33间套房整理得一尘不染。而今天套房全都客满，也就意味着
Only 30 minutes for the tour. Yes. All right, let's do it. I know you can get.
I can do it. I've been making beds since I was a child, whether I liked it or not.
Okay.
You know, I'm sure you have too.
So
Move it out a little bit. Yep. Give it some space.
So it's easy for us to tuck
Smooth
in.
it out. Yeah. We have to do the lake house standard. 要达到这个 lake house 的标准，对不对？
And then I'll give you the cup.
Yep. Thank you. These aren't fitted yet. These are just flat sheets. Okay.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna fix it that for you.
Okay.
So, because you have a short king sheet this side.
You took all my yeah.
So that's perfect now.
Okay.
So we just put in the middle.
Middle. Okay.
Chichi 手下有15位房务人员，而他最重要的职责就是确保全部队员都能提供最高标准的服务。
Alan, this one is. We have to put this one in these like this.
Oh, the seams are on the inside. Ah, that again is something I'm learning along the way. Life is a learning process, even at the lake house.
所谓魔鬼藏在细节里，经过多年的经验，Chichi 和他的团队已将房屋整理提升至一门艺术。
This is really, really cute.
That is a kookaburra.
Oh, kookaburra, okay.
When the guest would like to have a fresh linen while they're staying, they can put that in the middle of the bed. So when the housekeepers come into the room, if they can see that, means they have to change the bed sheets to be fresh. So what it says, this one here, is just like, please help us protect our environment by conserving water. If you would like your towels replaced, please leave them on the bathroom floor.
Yes.
So the guests didn't leave any towels
Very
on the floor.
good.
So what we're gonna do is just fold this.
澳大利亚的许多豪华旅馆都遵守严格的环保原则，而 Lake House 也不例外。他们倡导可持续性的生活方式，鼓励住客在享受奢华的服务时，也不忘尽一份力保护地球。
We have to clean the glass window as well.
觉得在这种环境下， 这种美景工作打扫其实是很爽、很开心。Can I just enjoy this view for a moment? Do you just? It must be a nice place to work
Yeah,
here.
it's very beautiful view that you can't feel tired while you're working because you can see the view is so pretty.
Yeah.
房间的设计让不想踏出房门的住客也可以欣赏戴尔斯福德湖的美丽景色，以及观赏栖息在湖畔周围的当地动植物群。你们说，这是不是世外桃源般的奢华体验呢？
酷旅店 ，Woohoo！
酷旅店把主持人 Alan 吴振天带到澳大利亚维多利亚州的戴尔斯福德湖畔旅店 Lake House。坐落在占地6英亩的乡村花园内 ，Lake House 是澳大利亚获奖最多的目的地之一，最近更是被评为澳大利亚最佳地区旅店以及最佳美食美酒旅店。旅店享誉全球的餐厅所使用的大部分食材都来自 Lake House 自家的可再生有机农场以及当地的小型供应商和种植者。所以，烹饪总监 Ella 就邀请吴振天一起参观距离旅店10分钟车程的农场。
Here we've got mustard leaves. Have you tried mustard leaves?
I have, but not from the soil.
Green, fresh, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, vitamin C, vitamin D, all the things that we need. And
With the taste of mustard.
with the taste of mustard. How
Exactly.
clever is that?
一直想要更好地实现农场到餐桌的用餐体验 ，Wolf Tasker 家族在2018年买下这块近40英亩的田园，把原有的建筑改造成一座豪华农舍，以及这个占地15公顷的可再生有机农场。这个农场不仅拥有一个香草花园、菜园、果园，甚至还有一个葡萄园和橄榄园。
Oh, that's pretty good.
I got a
That's
handful.
great.
Well, yeah,
that's
how's
great.
that?
That's great. It's a challenge. It's not the easiest thing that we could have chosen to do, but it's enormously gratifying. The thing is, it's working with nature, not planting something that is just not going to work here and then trying to pile a whole lot of herbicides and things into it to try and make it work.
Beg it to grow.
Beg it to grow. So it's about what is easy. And whatever is great at the time usually will inspire a new dish. So dishes will alter depending, but something else will pop up.
了解了旅店餐厅的理念后，是时候让 Alan 亲自上阵，在农场打工了。
The restaurant sent to us like the booking list, like in the beginning of the week, I sent to them what we have available, and they send me the list back with what we need to deliver today.
Okay.
So we can just start now with the Swiss charge.
来自巴西的农场经理 Pedro 负责种植和采集旅店一天所需的食材。除了旅店的餐厅，他和团队也需要为旅店的咖啡厅、酒吧、水疗中心和烘焙屋提供他们一天所需。
Even if they have small holes like
Yeah.
that, they can still use.
Sounds good.
Because it is an organic farm, so like some defects they are acceptable, like because we are not using fungicide, pesticide, fungicide or whatever.
这个农场的概念就是随着季节种植当季最适合生长的蔬果香草。农场目前种植的农作物大约有120种，为旅店餐厅提供将近95%的食材。旅店也利用这片农场尝试种植一些较为稀有和有趣的品种。
Oh, look at that, baby.
Yeah, big one, huh?
Yeah,
Like
look at
that, yeah. This one, the restaurant can use as a vegan fish.
Wow. 所以这个瓜里面的肉是白色，然后叫鱼翅瓜。所以刚好今天餐厅需要伊利。
餐厅和酒吧对于食材非常讲究，因此 Pedro 和团队必须依照主厨的要求，亲手挑选大小合适的食材。在夏季，当餐厅迎来大量的食客时 ，Pedro 和他的3人团队可花上3到4个小时才能完成采集的工作哦。
Pedro 跟我说，我们现在只是要捡最上面最新鲜的、最嫩的一部分所以对他们来说，跟餐厅那边、跟酒吧那边沟通是非常非常重要，因为如果他们不能用到，就把它浪费掉了。Woohoo! Woohoo! 大的也有小的南瓜，应有尽有。
采集好的蔬果香草经过清洗之后，便能送往距离农场不远的旅店。
把我们的宝贵素菜盖住，现在准备把它送到 Lake House。 I think we are good. Beautiful day. Let's head out. 出发。
为了让到访的旅客能够品尝到最新鲜、最天然的美味，旅店尽可能确保这些食材从采收到餐桌，整个过程不超过1天的时间。厨师们接过新鲜的食材后，马不停蹄地开始备料。Alan 接下来的工作当然就是踏进厨房，帮忙厨师们预备今天的晚餐。
Alla, I am here. I am reporting for duty. Not sure if I'm up, to the challenge, but I'm definitely gonna give it a shot.
Let's see how much magic you can create.
Okay,
How
we'll
about
try,
we
we'll
do
try.
that? Attention everyone, hello, this is our new staff member, Alan Wu. He's
everyone.
come in to work with us today. And I know there's tons of mise en place, I know there's lots to do, so make sure you work him hard, okay?
Service table 4.
负责把烹饪总监 Ella Wolf-Tasker 所设计的菜单以最顶级的品质呈现给食客的，就是曾在伦敦米其林3星餐厅工作的主厨 Brandon Walsh。
58 guests.
Wow.
So full restaurant. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. We're going to break all these out. These ones here that are a bit damaged, we're going to keep them aside. Trim off this. We're going to keep the tops.
Keep the tops.
We're going to get them washed. These ones here we're eventually going to prepare for peeling. So you're just going to slice down a little bit more, and then eventually we're going to start to peel them. You've got 20 minutes to get this done, so you're going to need to chop.
Okay, let's
All right.
chop, get to it.
Here's your
All
knife.
right, thank you very much. Chef Brandon 突然间给我这么多东西要做，他说我只有20分钟，凭我的能力，他只有让我就是负责切洗这些蔬菜。现在我没时间跟你们聊天了，我要忙着。
不常踏入厨房，却马上被安排到2个厨师帽的餐厅工作。主持人 Alan 开始感受到他肩上的压力，就连刀都拿反了。
I need a big fat one.
Just hold the knife the other way around.
Oh, this way.
Yeah,
Okay. That helps. I was wondering why it was so hard to cut. Yeah. You're having too much fun doing this. Look at it. You're stressing me out.
Beetroots, we're just going to trim down. We're going to cut off the side. We're going to cut down here. We're going to get those ready for shaving.
平时我只是负责吃东西啊，很少来厨房里面，尤其是这么高级的厨房。有这个机会对我来说也是很难得，所以要好好的把握这个经验。搞不好有一天呢，你会见到我在一个高级的厨房里面。不过，应该不会是在这一辈子。
We need to keep pushing.
Yes, master.
You need to push.
Yes, keep on pushing, huh?
Never stop pushing.
Never stop pushing.
We're just going to cut down either side.
餐厅的菜单根据当季最佳的农产品而定，每个季节更换大约2次。主厨 Brandon 负责为食客提供4道菜的单点菜单，而每一道菜至少有3个选项供食客挑选。这也就代表厨师们每天需要预备多达16道不同的菜色。
Are these ducks from the farm too?
So these are from a farm in central Victoria, out near Wimmera. We get them in whole, and then we break them down.
自旅店创办以来，创始人兼烹饪总监 Ella 就希望透过优质的农产品，让旅客认识戴尔斯福德的在地风土。为此，他努力不懈地在这个地区建立和支持一个可持续性发展的食材社区。如今，不少当地小型供应商的优质农产品也都获得国家的认可。为了了解旅店如何和当地的其他农家合作 ，Alan 特地启程前往提供旅店鸡蛋的鸡蛋农场。
Paul?
Welcome.
Alan, how's it going? Good to finally meet you.
Yeah, welcome to our farm.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Paul Rigetti 就是这家鸡蛋农场 Honors Eggs 的创始人，也是 Lake House 重要的供应商之一。
We were traditionally sheep and beef farming families, and we had the idea to do chickens and eggs about 7 years ago now. And I went to Ella and I said, I've got this idea to do chickens and eggs, and she said, do it. And from that day, she supported us and bought our eggs.
Paul 的农场在10年前从传统农业转变成可再生农耕法，也因而开始了蛋鸡养殖。蛋鸡的粪便能够使土壤肥沃，而它们在草原上自由的活动，能将土地翻松，使土壤焕发活力。
All our animals are on pasture all the time.
Okay.
Birds included, the chickens, and each week we shift them onto fresh pasture. So the bird gets fresh grass, the grass gets a chance to recover, and then we don't come back to that for probably another 12 months at least.
OK.
Yeah.
这里可以简直说就是鸡的天堂，它们可以到处跑。来吧，我把你抱起来。不像一般的鸡，它们可能会很会怕人，对不对？这些鸡呢，都是很温柔，然后脾气也很好。哦，还好，可能抱得太久了，还是很好，还好，没事。
这个占地2000英亩，相等于19个新加坡总统府一样大的农场，每天可生产3000个鸡蛋。单单1个星期内 ，Paul 就为旅店提供了约2万个鸡蛋。因为蛋鸡从谷物和土壤吸收了一系列的营养和矿物质，它们所生产的鸡蛋也格外优质。Paul 的农场所生产的鸡蛋已连续3年获颁维多利亚州美味农产品的奖项。今天刚好轮到 Paul 农场上的600头羊准备迁移到新的牧场，他便邀请主持人 Alan 一起去赶羊。
So similarly to the chooks, which we're moving to fresh pasture all the time, we do the same thing with sheep and cattle.
Okay.
Do you want to direct him?
Okay, I would love to try. Does he understand my?
If you say way back left.
Okay. Roscoe, way back left. Left. 左边。
我说 Alan， 你确定这只狗儿听得懂华语吗？
We're going to open that gate.
Okay.
And we're going to move them through into this paddock.
Okay.
Right back, good dog.
真的很厉害啊，对不对？我还以为赶羊啊，我们还要坐车跟着这些羊。不过现在呢，它有这只狗叫做 Roscoe。
Push him up.
他说什么 ，Roscoe 就会听他这个命令就直接做了。Push. Left. Am I saying the right way?
Yeah, that's good. Steady.
Push. Yep.
Stop. If we just step back a bit, they'll run through the gate.
What a sight to see. Beautiful， 真的很美啊，对不对？
旅店创始人 Ella 秉持着自己的愿景，努力推崇当地优质的农产品。现在戴尔斯福德终于拥有一个致力于美食、爱好农业的社区，也成为这个区域非常成功的美食旅游胜地。
Here, Ross. Hop up. Get up.
Good job, Ross. Come on up, Ross. You did it.
Hop up.
Come on.
主持人 Alan 吴震天在墨尔本西北部的水疗之乡戴尔斯福德享受 Lake House 独特的豪华乡村体验。
Wow, look at this room. 搞不好一整天呐，可以坐在这里读一本书，做一个白日梦。
也到幕后了解旅店的运作。
You're having too much fun doing this. Look at it. You're stressing me out.
这家豪华的旅店就坐落在澳大利亚最大的天然矿泉聚集地，而这个小镇就蕴藏了全澳大利亚储存量最大的地下矿泉。所以除了美食，旅店的天然矿泉水疗也同样深受欢迎。
开工了，现在 Lake House 安排我去他们的 SPA 部门上班，我们下去吧。
这家获奖的水疗中心是片宁静的绿洲，坐落在俯瞰湖泊的山坡上。这里拥有9间治疗室，提供25种不同的疗程。
Hello, Mel.
Hi, yes. Alan, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Reporting for duty. Here to help
Excellent.
you out at the spa of the Lake House.
That's right. Welcome to our spa. So we've got a very busy morning, so we're going to get straight into action. So
Okay.
I've got an apron for you. So if you'd like to come over here and change.
Alan 今天没有机会放松享受，而是要和 Melissa 一起制造最舒适、优雅的环境，让即将到来的客人能好好的舒缓身心。
我们去泡个澡。Wow. Where should I put this?
We'll just pop it down here for the moment.
Okay.
So welcome to one of our beautiful treetop spas. It's gorgeous. You've got beautiful lake views just behind.
I see it.
So each time a guest comes in here, we refill the bathtub because it's 100% mineral water used for each treatment.
100% straight from the source.
100%. They're having special enhancements for this one, so we've got our beautiful bush rose bath soak and some lovely country garden roses that we're going to scatter around the bathtub as well.
Wow, you can really smell the infusion.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can smell it coming through. It's got a beautiful aroma.
旅店所使用的天然矿泉水来自位于戴尔斯福德之外的小镇埃甘斯敦 （Eganstown）， 富含72种有益于健康的矿物质。据说浸泡在矿泉水中能够促进血液和淋巴循环，以及帮助身体排毒。
How long can they enjoy this treetop hot tub for? Hour, 2 hours, 3 hours?
No, not quite. Because it's such rich in minerals, they can only stay in here for half an hour.
这些100%纯净矿泉水没有添加任何化学品或氯，只是经过加温，好让这神奇水的好处通通被人体的皮肤吸收。旅店非常讲究为客人制造地方感，在每个细节上都注入了在地的风味。如果旅客想要更深入体验这个地区，追求别有一番风味的乡村体验，旅店在2020年推出的这家豪华农舍 Dairy Flat Lodge 就能够提供住客可持续性的豪华旅游经验。
所以刚才 Larissa 邀请我来到他们这里新建的 Dairy Flat Lodge， 还不知道他要我做什么，有什么任务，不过很快就知道了，因为我终于快到了。
自旅店在2018年买下这个农场以后，他们就将这栋房子改造成能容纳12位住客的豪华农舍。
Larissa, how are you?
I'm well, but I'm so sorry to tell you you're the last to arrive.
I am the last
yeah,
to arrive.
Apparently you've been eliminated.
Wow, usually don't say that so soon, but it's I made
No,
it this
it's
far.
lovely to see you. Welcome to Dairy Flat Lodge.
Thank you so much.
一晚新币5000元的豪华农舍，住客可享用6间私人豪华套房、15公顷的农场和葡萄园、图书馆以及私人礼宾服务。
Wow.
So this is our library.
Wonderful. This is very first time I can already see the attention to detail. Love the lush, bold colors you have here too.
Thank you, I appreciate that. We try and use a lot of the local artists in all of our designs. So not only my father's paintings, but also paintings from a lot of the other artists, from the textures to the artwork, to the upholstery, to the flowers, to create that sense of Dalesford.
The vineyard, sweet too. Sweet! Look at this room.
Yeah, so a little bit different to some of the others.
Speaking of view, wow. Look at this view here. It's beautiful.
So here you'll see all the way through to Mount Franklin on the far horizon.
I see it over there.
Yeah, Mount Franklin is one of the old extinct volcanoes in this region, and it's the source of the original mineral water that was bottled and then sent all over the world, actually.
这家农舍的概念主要是让宾客以奢华但又舒适并隐秘的方式沉浸在周围环境的体验中。有一群旅店贵宾将在今晚莅临农舍，这是他们第一次入住这新建的豪华住宿，所以 Alan 将协助房务主任 Gigi 和礼宾司 Mariana 一同整理农舍，准备贵宾级的款待，为他们提供豪华的农场入住体验。
现在 Mariana 要带我去他们的花园，去准备一些新鲜的花，为了他们的住客。
So you're gonna get tulips and dahlias. Because
Tulips and
I'm
dahlias.
feeling the pink vibe.
你问我自己本身喜不喜欢花朵呢？我看起来喜欢花朵吗？我喜欢花时间、花钱，不过花朵呢，可能不是说是我最喜爱的东西。不过为了女孩子，我当然也是会喜欢花朵。
那就希望今天入住的女性贵宾会喜欢你为他们准备的花朵。
So now we have all these flowers. Why are we headed down this way? What are we gonna get now?
Every time we have a check-in, we prepare some welcome drinks for them.
Welcome drink.
Yes. So we need some chocolate mint to put on top.
Chocolate mint.
Yes.
Okay.
Mariana 会随不同的季节以及农场当季种植的香草来制作迎宾饮料。
This is good.
Ding, 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 ding. We're doing 5 Aperol spritz, so 5 of these.
Can you make one for me too?
Let's see. Welcome home.
Not a bad home to stay at here, Mariana.
除了负责为农舍增添新鲜的花香，来自葡萄牙的礼宾司 Mariana 在旅客入住的期间，将会为他们准备每天的早餐。她也是旅客的专属调酒师哦。
Basically, I try to exceed expectations from the guests, and make this their own home. So I'm the extra spare hands and basically help them have fun.
Basically everything. Basically you do everything around here.
I
keep it
didn't
simple.
want to say that, but yeah.
I like it. Humility is very important.
比预期提早完成一切的准备 ，Mariana 决定让 Alan 品尝农舍的迎宾饮料，并体验这里独特的魅力。他为 Alan 准备了一个小惊喜。
Perfect.
Wow!
Isn't this a special place?
This is so special.
Shall we sit here?
Fireplace, yeah. And this beautiful sunset. Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers! Let's try this.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
We had such a long day.
Yeah.
I think we deserve a special treat. Why don't you jump into the hot tub?
Why jump into the hot tub?
Why not?
Do I just jump in?
Yes.
在水疗中心没机会好好享受的 Alan， 终于有机会放松身心了。
38 degrees.
Oh yeah, this feels good. 哇，搞成我的心也想跳。如果我要用一个字来形容，就一定是爽。Hey, Mariana, another drink, please.
夕阳美景、鸡尾酒、热水澡，如此人间享受，夫复何求？夜幕低垂，华灯初上。除了扬名海外的美食和美景，旅店多处摆放的山水画也吸引不少艺术鉴赏者前来观赏。Alan 吴正天约了旅店常驻艺术家兼创始人 Alan Wolf Tasker 一同参观他位于旅店一处的艺术工作室。
Alan Wolf Tasker? Hi, Alan Wu.
He's one of the ones from up there.
创始人 Alan 欢迎住客在入住期间以预约的方式来到他的艺术工作室参观和聊天。对于主修雕塑艺术的 Alan， 这家旅店的建设可说是他最大的建筑雕塑作品，也是他给予太太 Ella 最浪漫的礼物。
What were you thinking when she said, I wanted to start, I think, a destination dining concept here in Daylesford? What were you thinking? Were you supportive, or were you like her parents thinking, you're crazy?
Oh, I like the crazy bit. At that time, I was a high school teacher, a principal of a school, wanting to be an artist, really. So I'm looking for an excuse to give up this 100 hours a week that I'm doing for very little money to do something which will pay me no money. And so, no, I did agree with her fully. She wanted to set up this destination dining, and what she needed was someone that could actually make the physical thing happen, and that was me.
为了帮助太太实现她的梦想 ，Alan Wolf Tasker 花了4年的时间，独自一丁一木把餐厅建成。
It was a wonderful couple of years actually, because it was this massive creation. It was a thing that I was able to build myself on the weekends when I wasn't doing my ordinary job.
源于一个浪漫爱情故事，但最终是因为 Ella 和 Alan 对于梦想的执着和热忱，才有今天如此成功的豪华湖畔旅店。
The Vineyard Suite 2 Sweet! Look at this room.
主持人 Alan 吴正天来到一个艺术与美景、美食与美酒交融的豪华旅店，一探这成功旅店背后的日常运作
100% straight from the source.
以及体验这淳朴悠闲的乡村风情。
如果我要用一个字来形容，就一定是爽。
黎明时分，客人仍在睡梦中，但位于农舍地窖的烘焙屋已开始忙了起来。
现在是凌晨5点，他们好像已经开始了。
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. How are you, Dominic?
Yes, Dominic.
Alan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
在这里，烘焙师每天凌晨4点就开始为旅店和农舍的住客烘焙新鲜的糕点和面包。周末的时候，为了满足更高的需求，他们更是早在凌晨2点半就开始辛苦工作。
The busier it gets, the more loaves we have to make.
I see,
But
exactly.
usually we make around 60, 70 a day.
60, 70 loaves.
Loaves a day,
And all
yes.
the pastries too?
Yes.
Wow. And this bread goes to the Lake House Hotel. Does it go anywhere else too?
We send also our beautiful pastry and breads to the Wombat Hill Cafe.
Oh, the
as
Wombat,
well.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. And on a Sunday we got the markets as well.
Bake House 是旅店创始人 Ella 的另一个敢于梦想的项目之一。在全球面临面包工业化生产的趋势 ，Ella 希望能够透过这家烘焙屋，支持当地小型的磨坊和谷物种植者，以最新鲜和优质的当地面粉，透过缓慢发酵的方式，制作优质的烘焙食品。烘焙屋开放给农舍的住客随时参观，而其他民众也能在特别开放日前来一睹优质面包的制作过程。
So we got another couple of things to do before the truck comes.
Okay.
And one of these we need to fry some donuts.
Fry some donuts? Oh, you make
to
donuts
send
too?
for the cafe.
Okay.
在 Domenico 的监督下 ，Alan 只有20分钟的时间，把所有甜甜圈炸好，并加入指定的馅料。
Oil's hot.
Yes, very hot.
Yeah.
Be careful. On a Saturday, usually we do 150, 200.
Wow.
So you will see me spending like a couple of hours here just frying donuts.
Weekend, everyone wants their donuts.
Yes.
货车每天早上7点半会准时来到烘焙屋，接收所有烘焙食品，并送到旅店的餐厅和咖啡厅。距离7点半只剩下8分钟的时间 ，Alan， 你必须加快速度。
Now we start to put the filling.
Okay.
Just squeeze the piping bag, go all the way down, and then you just squeeze and come up.
烘焙屋一天可生产约330个烘焙食品，如各式各样以缓慢发酵制成的酸种面包、法式面包、丹麦酥皮饼、羊角面包和甜甜圈等。
1、2、3、4、5，1、2、3、4、5、6。再做最后一粒巧克力的甜甜圈。Dominic, I think we got it.
Well done.
及时完成。
Look what I see.
The truck is coming.
The truck is here.
Ready to get the fresh pastry in?
Yeah. All ready for you. All right, 准备好了. Okay, so we have right here, we have these here are for the Wombat Hill House.
That's for the
These are the Lake House, and these are for here over at the Dairy Flat.
We'll put the restaurant in first because
Okay.
it'll come out last.
Okay. I'll just put it, just let you stack it and push it on. There you go.
Yep, like this.
All right.
We'll push that in because then the cafe will come in next.
You are very efficient. 好像很赶啊。
不到3、2下功夫，全部面包和糕点都装上了车。
That's it?
That's it.
You make the experience too quick for me. We'll see you maybe on the other side.
See you at the restaurant.
You see you at the restaurant, yeah?
Yeah.
Have a great morning. 再见. Yeah. 最后的任务把这些面包送到 Dairy Flat Farm 的住客了。
住在农舍的旅客能够第一时间享受这新鲜出炉的面包糕点，因为只需通过这秘密通道就能抵达农舍的大厅，整个过程用不到1分钟的时间。
Good morning.
Good morning, bon dia.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Daily
Breakfast?
delivery, fresh from the bakery there. my dear.
Amazing. Thank you.
让旅客一再拜访 Lake House 的原因之一，除了精致的餐饮和自然的美景，就是出众的服务。所以今天 Alan 就被派到旅店的餐厅部门，跟着来自法国的侍酒师 Claude 一起工作。
Get prepared because we are busy tonight.
Busy, excellent. I expect nothing but busy here at the Lake House.
Basically, we always start with a napkin. Okay.
That's the centerpiece.
The centerpiece of the mise en place. So always make sure napkin is at the center.
Claude 负责维持 Lake House 餐厅的至高标准，一切都讲究精致和优雅，追求提供完美无瑕的服务。
So obviously, all the glassware has to be spotless.
You check every single glass.
Absolutely.
能在一席难求的餐厅用餐，客人对用餐体验的期待也是非常高的。
Et voilà. Simple. Everything is aligned, everything is symmetrical, and we're good to go.
看了 Claude 的示范，现在轮到 Alan 自己亲自上场，而还没开始，他就感受到了餐厅对细节的要求。
shake this, make sure I'm doing this correct.
You can pick up the tray, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're doing such a good job of it, so I don't want to...
There you go. And the edge inside.
Edge this way?
With the edge actually facing out.
Facing out for this one.
All facing the same way.
Oh, okay, all facing.
Excellent.
这些看似平常不过的摆设，却蕴藏了餐厅服务人员的用心和执着。
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
一如往常，今天的餐厅也是客满，所以 Claude 和 Alan 只有不到1小时的时间做好准备。这位菜鸟服务员会不会拖延进度呢？
So you can do one side, both sides.
It's more efficient, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every single second counts.
I've never set so many tables in my life. Oh, sorry.
To an angle with the logo facing our guests. This one is a bit wandering, isn't it?
There it is. Stressing me out.
Here we are. We're done.
We're done.
来到最后一个环节，这一棒就是关键。
Looks good.
Yeah, do you think? It's a bit...
Oh, we're looking at the tables, right?
Yeah, we need to straighten the tables. And then you check them against each other. So we're gonna make sure the tables are straight and aligned.
Very high tech.
The simpler the better sometimes, you see?
Yeah. 我们现在只能看到一个桌子。
有着高级侍酒师认证的 Claude 也专门为食客提供建议，将餐点与美酒做完美的搭配。旅店的酒窖就珍藏了1万多瓶纽约品酒家大奖的得奖名酒。
How many wines do you have here all together right now?
Like roughly 14,000 bottles.
14,000 bottles right here.
So this is all the Tuscan wines.
The Tuscan wine.
旅店设有专门的团队，在世界各地搜罗这些备受好评的真酿，甚至和酒庄商量调制新的葡萄酒，成为旅店独家所有。
And today we're gonna open
the Coben Ridge.
The Coben Ridge, yeah.
Is that also this is ridge around here?
Yes.
Is this one of your favorite wines, local wines?
Oh yeah, I love it.
You love it. 其实我自己本身不会经常喝葡萄酒，不过从靠这边我听到他对这个红酒这么热情啊，这么有兴趣的话，我真的想试一下他们当地的红酒。Can I drink it? I'll drink that one. This is more just like for you. It's just more just to kind of smell to make sure that it's sound.
哎呦，这位先生不要操之过急，这杯酒是拿来闻的，不是喝的。品酒师需要透过红酒散发出来的气味来判断这瓶酒还需要多长的醒酒时间。在食客来到之前 ，Alan 赶紧向 Claude 请教有关服务人员必备的基本意识。
I know if I want to eat beef, I'm going to enjoy a red wine, but maybe you want like a lighter, drier taste or a bolder, richer with more tannins. I'm not sure. That's where you come in. How would you explain that? Yeah,
This is where you need to understand your guests' needs. To listen is the prime quality, and sometimes they are, they want to play around, and you can also be cheeky and play around.
And I think when you're serving these wines, there's a certain amount of wine that you like to pour in these glasses, like not too big of a glass, right?
By law.
By law.
A wine glass has to be 150 ml in Australia for dry wines. So the way the glass is etched.
With the lake houses.
Yeah. So at the bottom of the lake house,
that's
it's the 150 mark.
Oh wow, perfect. Yeah. We cannot submerge a lake house here. On the
No,
lake.
you can't. Cheers.
Cheers.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Voila for you,
Thank you so
right here.
much.
And for you, you are in for a treat. We have a 4-course a la carte menu.
客人入座 ，Alan 接下来的工作就是负责为这桌食客提供2个厨师帽餐厅该有的餐饮服务水平，不多不少，刚刚好。可见我们的主持人 Alan 有把 Claude 所教的放在心上，马上学以致用。主厨 Brandon 和他的团队也火速为食客端上一盘盘精致的料理。
Table 4.
Okay. We have for you right here your scallops and your chicken liver parfait.
Wow. 食客吃得满足 ，Alan 吴振天也算是圆满达成任务了。Lake House 能在过去的38年里不停地吸引旅客回来拜访，只因为他们不断发展、完善和提升服务，一次次为住客创造愉悦而难忘的入住体验。
我觉得非常幸运，因为呢，跟他们身边的员工一起合作，会让我更进一步去理解为什么他们这里会做得这么成功。他们都会互相尊重，他们都会团结起来。他们知道他们的目的是什么，就是要给他们所有的住客，给他们最优秀、最好的服务。
I am looking for the Miss Alla Wolf-Tasker. That must be you.
听到 Alla 跟 Alan 他们的故事，也会令我很感动，也是提醒我，无论你遇到什么障碍，千万不要放弃你自己的梦想，因为只要你有这个能力，有这个渴望，对自己有信心，我们都能做得到。回头看在这里工作的5天呢，虽然是很累、很辛苦，不过呢，我觉得非常充实，学到了很多，然后更给我这个灵感，给我这个动力去继续做我自己想做的事。